What's going on, guys? My name's Matt. It's Full Tilt Bullies. I just wanted to make y'all a little video tonight. I'm trying to get those ads put on. It just kind of got a little mixed up because I do have a website. My website just don't have a ton of traffic, not like the YouTube. So I'm working on that. I hadn't really been posting as much because I was trying to get that figured out and then get it on there. But I'm going to just go ahead and, just keep doing my thing. And when I get them, I get them. And that, it is what it is. But there's been a whole lot of, I try not to get into the drama and different things. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to speak my piece and kind of give my opinion. And if it ties with something, it does. I don't spend a lot of time on it. It's just... a lot of times certain things come up. Anyway, so, and this is really for a lot of these, the new people coming in and breeders that are really wanting to do it the right way. So, and I'm going to start off by making this statement, okay? Y'all see this girl here. She is a Full Tilt Bullies production. She is off my very first litter, Miss Foxy Red. She's off a Red Fox, who I owned, and Nessa down here, who I've owned since she was a puppy. Now, and I just wanted to give y'all a good look at her. Over here, this is Choco. She is off of Lady and Ryback. Ryback has DAX and Edge, mainly Razor's Edge. Now, she's off of, like I said, Lady and Ryback. Lady is 100% Razor's Edge. I didn't produce Nessa. I did not produce Trixie right here, and I didn't produce Lady. Hey, Lady, she's about to come in the house. Hey, pretty girl, my baby. I love that dog. I love them all, really. But I did produce Bo. I produced Nero. I produced both of these Scylla and Hoss. I produced Foxy, and I produced Choco. Now, this is just the ones that I have here. So, but it goes across the board, what I'm going to say. I don't know how much Bulldog was put in back in the day, or if it was. I wasn't around. I've only been in this for about 4.5 years. I know Pit Bulls, not now as well as I know American Bullies, but, I've been around dogs my entire life. And I am speaking in a breeding stance because my parents bred, and we know a lot of people that bred pits and stuff. So, with that, I'm going to say everything here that you've seen that I said I produced, and this goes for every other dog that I ever produced. I have never once, not one time, not one single time, have I ever produced a kink tail. Look at that. Oh, that scared the hell out of him. Good boy. But y'all have seen him. No kink tail. She's good. All of them, every one of them have good tails. Alright. Trixie, she's gaudy and edge. Like that Cracker Jack or 21 Blackjack, one of the two. It's all the same, though. The black and white gaudy dogs like the DAX. I don't know if DAX had freaking Bulldog put in him. I honestly don't know. All I know is he is 2 times DAX. He's 2 times DAX. Mud was 2 times DAX, 3 times Marcelo, which Marcelo's Miyagi's father. I don't know if something happened after that with that. I don't really speak a lot on Miyagi because I don't own it. I don't know nothing about it. But as far as the DAX blood, just this past about 1.5 years, I've incorporated it into my program. And like I said, you look at him and you look at, Foxy, she don't have any DAX blood in her. She's probably more gaudy than she is edge, but it's not like a huge difference. You know what I'm saying? Like, she, in my opinion, is a freaking, awesomely built dog. Awesomely built. And you see her in person, she's even better. But they, all head, all neck. Look at that daggone chest drop on a female. Shoulders are just out of this world. Rear is not exactly where I want it, but, it's not it's not terrible. So back to the point. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know how much, and I hadn't had any cleft palates. I hadn't had any underbites, overbites. Like, they've all been really good dogs, and I know why my dogs have been, and I've been doing inbreeding. Don't get me wrong. I inbred Nessa. I took her daddy back to her and got Foxy. You know, I've done some close breedings before, and Hoss's mother right here, Scylla, and Nessa have the same father, but they have different mothers. And you see what kind of look I got with her, more of a terrier, you know, classic style. And then I took Mud, which was, you know, kind of on the extreme side, exaggerated. He didn't have an underbite or a kink tail or nothing bulldogish. He was just a short little muscled up dog with a good short muzzle, wrinkled face. You see right here what he threw. And I took him, you know, that was to Foxy, which she's heavy gaudy. Now, these, you know, people are getting a bunch of kink tails and they're getting a bunch of bulldog look. They're putting bulldog in there. There's no way around that. Or you bought it from somebody that had previously put it in there, and then, you know, that's what you get. Like I said, out of 4 years of breeding, I've never, not one single time, threw a crooked tail, a curly tail, any of that. You know, my rears haven't gotten too high. You know, it's just, maybe it's, you can say I'm lucky, I guess. I don't know. But I know for a fact I've never hung papers. I've never bred to something outside of the yard. If I was going to do that, or outside of the breed, not yard. If I was going to do that, I would just say, hey, this is what I did. Here you go. Because, you know, I'm not going to try to trick anyone. And this is, you know, that's his sister. She's, you know, good tail, good bite. She's got a nice little wrinkly muzzle, you know, beautiful, beautiful dog. Her skin, she looks funny because I have, I just put some more udder balm on her skin, and for the record, it's worked perfectly. I conditioned her with tail and mane conditioner, and then I rubbed udder balm on her. And I tell you what, try that if you're having skin issues, especially in the wintertime. Try that. It's really, really worked for me really well. Udder balm, hand cream for hands, feet, etc. It's really helping her. But, you know, so I'm not trying not to drag this out too much. Like I said, I don't know what other people are doing, but I know for 100% fact, I have never messed with the paperwork, not done anything funny. I've not had any kink tails or none of that. And I'm not saying this to toot my horn or nothing. I'm just saying this as a lesson that if you can breed these dogs a certain way and get a certain look. You know, like I said, I've got I had a 2 times DAX and 3 times Marcello male, which was Mud, and he produced his butt off every single time. I mean, just through gold. So, you know, and that kind of brings me to my next topic, which I'll go over, but I'll give a quick rundown. The different kinds of American Bully, in my opinion, like a show bully, a pet home bully, and the 2 styles to make a certain one. Like, I'll give an example here. Hoss, in my opinion, he will not be as bulky and as exaggerated as Nero, but his litter was specifically picked a certain way. I knew what her genetics was, so I know if I took Mud, and she's kind of on the left, Mud was kind of on the right, and I took and put them together, that I would get a nice, perfectly clean dog. I think Hoss would do good in a show ring, but he's right on the edge of being kind of exaggerated, you know what I'm saying? But I think once he fills out really well, he would be a good show dog. Now Nero, he would probably do good in a show, but he's probably going to be super, you know, super thick and muscular, you know what I mean? Like, he's going to be a real dadgum stocky male. I mean, look at that. He's only like 13 months old, and his, you know, I mean, he's just huge. He is just getting super big. But anyway, I knew when I took Mud, as exaggerated as he was, to Foxy, who is, in my opinion, show perfect, show worthy, show style, but like again I say, right on that edge of being exaggerated, just extra good, perfect muscle, perfect size, blocky. You know, I knew what I would get with that. I would get an even better version of Mud, which I have here. So, you know, now me taking Hoss to her, I'm expecting to get dogs in between his height and her height, but, you know, pretty big. It'll be good breeding stock. They're going to be really nice dogs, but it'll be something to continue building with. And if you're looking to continue building and kind of start with your own building blocks, I would suggest pick a female kind of like her with a good pedigree to back her up that has good genetics in it, and then take a male like him to her to get perfect little bullies that people are going to love and want to have at their house. They'll be able to exercise. They'll be able to move good. You know, they won't be too far one way and they won't be too far the other way. They'll be that perfect mixture. But